So whenever I do workshops, I see myself coming out with analogies that can help people understand that concept. And there was one analogy I shared recently. It is about feedback. So imagine this. Imagine that you actually go to a Michelin star restaurant. Great food, right? But the service is really, really bad. So if you go there and say, hey, the soup has something inside or it's a bit salty, the waiter goes to you and says, oh, I think it's you are overthinking that, or it is not that case. You're the only person. So in the end, you actually have a very bitter aftertaste when it comes to that restaurant. And I was asking all of them, would you ever go back? And everybody said no. So if you have a bad experience in that restaurant, no matter how good that food is, you won't go back. You won't patronize it again and all that, right? So similar to a leader, if you give feedback to that leader or even to a team member, if you give feedback to that team member, how is that experience like? So if you are the person who's receiving the feedback, what is the experience, the overall client experience? What is that client experience you're giving to that person who's giving you that feedback? And it could be negative feedback, right? If that overall experience is distasteful, bitter, in the end, that person would think twice about returning to your restaurant. So you won't have people coming back to you, giving you feedback. Maybe that's the first time and the last time that person is giving you feedback. Then you're in trouble. Because when you open your restaurant, you think everything is good, you go about your day, but the thing about it is that there's no queue. There's nobody wanting to come to your restaurant. So likewise, if you are a leader or even a team member and nobody is giving you feedback, think about the last time that person or other people gave you feedback. Did they have a bitter aftertaste? Was that experience really out of like maybe 5 stars? Was it a 0 stars or 1 star review? And if that's the case, then that's why they're not coming back. But if you are bent on really growing as fast as possible in your team as a leader or a team member, one thing that you want to take note of is that feedback is, I would say feedback is almost like the vitamins. You need to be able to help people feel comfortable about giving you that feedback. So whatever you do, think about the experience that person has giving you that feedback. Because if the experience is positive, 5 out of 5 stars for your restaurant, I can almost guarantee the next time that there is something that they see that you don't see, they're more than willing to queue up behind so many other people to be able to share with you that feedback. So what is your rating in terms of your restaurant?